Take a look at this. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this video to all of your friends. Now, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so welcome to this video, and today we will deal with this game again. So with this anime tower defense game right here. And first of all, thank you for your overwhelming support on my One Piece video. So I'm glad that you enjoyed that video and that you, just accepted my idea on the previous season of this series. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. And the topic for today's video is of course the lobby, which I've, mentioned in my previous anime tower defense video, but I still have to, interrupt that idea a little because something pretty bad happened. So it is about this health GUI right here. It seems that for some of you, this health GUI is not working, okay? So at the time where I have created it, it seemed to work pretty fine. So I had no complaints whatsoever, so it seemed to work. But when I tried to make those minions and transfer that health GUI to them, it for whatever reason did not work. And then I just stopped working on that and just looked for alternatives. But now many of you have been complaining that this thing right here is not working, and I just wanted to provide you guys a fix for it before we actually move on with the lobby and with the tower summoner or the tower shop whatsoever, guys. Those are the topics for today's video. Okay, so let's just quickly cover up this fix. Okay, frag mode. Okay, definitely need to take a look at that later, but I just want to just give you a quick fix for that, and then we'll move on with building the lobby and so on. Okay, so what we want to do is so basically we just need to do the same as we did with this stats. What is this? This is a biblical. Okay, so we just need to do the same as we did with this one. Okay, so we set the Adorni to something which belongs to the server, and this is what we will do in this case as well. So we will just copy this. Let's call this health bar. Let's call this building health bar. Oh wait, let's just where is it? Yeah, go to this building and let's just copy it from here directly. And there we go. Okay. So okay, so once the player has joined the game, the starter GUI is being loaded automatically, which is self-explanatory, I think. And every time the player joins the game, we want this health GUI to be cloned inside of the starter GUI, and then we want this Adorni to be set to this one. Okay, and this is what we want to do. So by setting the Adorni to that, the health bar should automatically move on top of the building. Okay, for some reason. Okay, so it is because we did not even copy it inside of our GUI. Let's do that. Okay, still does not work. Okay, so there we go. So this happens, okay? And the good thing is that we have this GUI, which is client-sided, basically. Now we can actually, edit it from the client's perspective, which, has no limitation. And this is what we want to do. So let's go inside of this tower GUI frame and then this monitor script right here. Then on top, so below those variables right here, let's write the following. So let's define a new variable, which will refer to this health GUI. Get service replicated storage, which is pretty obvious why. And then wait for child of GUI clone. So we are basically referring to it and then cloning it, and this variable holds the cloned version of our health GUI. Then we want to parent this thing to our GUIs, of course, so let's just do script parent parent parent. There we go. And then let's set this thing's Idorni to our building, so to this one. So we basically just need to write workspace td building. There we go. And there we go. Now the health bar is automatically being set. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to adapt the changes of the tower's health to our GUI, of course. So how would you do that? We have those values right here, and we need to work with them. So let me give you a quick example right here. So let's define those two as a variable first of all. So let's say building health, and let's refer to this which I have just selected. So let's say workspace td building health. So workspace td building health, and then we do the same for our max health right here. Local, just copy this one, max health, there we go. Now, so we have referred to them, now we need to implement them somehow. So let me add this spawn thing right here, so the code runs apart from the rest, because where is it? Yeah, so as you can see right here, we have a loop, and it actually is not a good idea to have this loop and then checking for whether those values have changed. So I don't think that the changes will be detected because the script is focused on a loop. Therefore we will make use of the spawn method right here. So what this thing does is the code which is in between, so between lines 12 and 14, will run apart from the rest. So the code inside of here will not interrupt the rest, and the rest will not interrupt the code. So this is basically an easy explanation for that. Okay, so what do we want to put inside of here? So we basically just want to implement the changes from here. So let's just do that. Okay, so I've explained everything regarding this health GUI in my first episode, so if you do not know what or how this thing works, then I highly recommend you to check out the first video, even if I doubt that you have not watched the first video, because, well, that's the most logical thing to do before proceeding with this part, but okay. So we have deleted this variable up here because it was the same as this one. Now the health front. So we can just basically write health GUI front and health GUI background. And so we just need to add this background right here as well. And now instead of health, we have building health. Instead of script parent max health, we have building max health. There we go. Building max health, okay. Oh, there's an H too much. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we basically just replace the old variables with the ones we have defined up here, but those values, well, we still just make use of those values right here. So basically it just stays the same. So we can delete that script as well because we will not need it anymore. And now, last thing we want to do is, let's add this thing right here. Then let's hit play, guys. And now let's see this actually works, because that would be pretty great. Okay, seems to work. And I even think that you as a client or as a player, so you are able to change this health right here from the client side, but it will only be visible on this GUI, on this health bar right here, but it will not make any difference. So if you set it to 0, you cannot expect the game to end because you are still changing from the client side. It will only like influence your health bar and just lower the health or decrease the health of your health bar. So I could, for example, do this, and as you can see, the health is full, but once I switch perspectives, there is no health bar, you know. So that's the difference between server and client. And I could also, where is it? Take a look at this health thing right here, and it actually is negative, so it is at minus 145. Okay, so it got back to that value for whatever reason, but let them just walk by, because I actually want to show you the difference between client and server. So let's say that we just increase that health again, and as you can see, the health value still is negative, although we have just changed it to positive. So the client's change will not be adapted by the server. And that's the thing I just wanted to show you. So every time you plan on changing your, I don't know, your building's health right here, or your tower values, or your cache whatsoever, then always, first of all, switch the perspectives and then do what you wanted to do. Okay? Then start changing the values you desire to change. Alright, so let me just publish this. We just keep it as a progress. Now let's move on with the lobby. Alright. Well, I actually have no idea regarding the lobby, to be honest, so let me just see what I can do. Let me just make some random lobby. Okay, so let me work with the terrain editor first of all, because I think that a good map consists of both of the terrain editor, but also of the usual Roblox components right here, so those parts, spheres, whatsoever. Okay, so this is a very easy map, guys, and it of course is not final, so my thought was that you can select between different maps instead of this cave right here. And I've just dropped a community post in which you can vote which you prefer to see. So do you want to see a tower shop or an actual tower summoner? And it really doesn't matter what the outcome is, so any of them will be made outside right here. So that means that we will not cover up the tower shop, tower summoner, or just acquiring towers besides than just manually giving them to yourselves. So we'll cover up that thing in probably the next episode if everything goes well in this one. And what we will do now, so we have just made this very easy map. So we just want to add some kind of map selection right here, and then you will get teleported to a separate place in which you can just play. So that's the plan for the future progress of this video. So let me just quickly create a new place. So if you're inside your place right here or inside of your game, then go to Asset Manager or Asset Manager whatsoever, then go to Places. And as you can see, you have your main game, which is Anime Tower Defense game in my case right here. And this is the place you are obviously editing right now, or I am editing right now. In order to add a new place, you can just right click your mouse on this free space and then go to add new place. And then it adds a new place, and then you can rename it to, well, what is going to be the name of our first map, guys? Let's call it Noob Map, come on. Okay, and there we go. So we've just made our first place. Now let's open it. And yeah, it actually opens up, which is good. Okay. Oh, great. So we are able to switch in between. All right. So let's copy everything from here. This. So this TD folder. Copy. And then let's place it inside of here. There we go. Okay, now we want to copy this GUI stuff. Now also do not forget to copy this. So basically just everything we have made in the past episodes to this point. Also, yeah, content of this replicated storage, guys. There we go. So let's test this thing out, and maybe it'll work now. Right, so this game seems to work right here. And yeah, so this is actually basically it. So all you had to do was just, you had to place everything the way I did into this new game. Then check if everything works, as it does in this case. And then, yeah, you're actually able to, yeah, play it on this map. Of course, there are a lot of things you can change if you want to. So for example, you can get rid of the space plate right here. And you can, where is it? Yeah. Increase the size of this platform if you want to. Let me just increase it. Also, I'm gonna create this invisible wall right here. So what this thing does basically prevents you from jumping out of the map in order to die, because I think that if you die or if you reset, then this whole system would just glitch, and that would be not good. Okay, there we go. Now let me place this spawn in here. Let's make it transparent, delete this decal, disable this, and then this whole game works. So instead of 10 seconds, let's add 20. Okay, so we've just made this thing work, and what we want to do now is we want to get teleported to that place. So how do we do that? Now let's get rid of those things right here. So alright, there we go. What we can do now is, so my plan was to add a part which has the name of the map, and once you click on that part, you will get teleported to that map. So that was my plan. I think that I'm gonna do that. So and also add a image or an image as a representation. But I don't think that this is necessary for now, because if you take a close look to this map looks pretty easy, pretty awful to be honest. So there are there's a lot of stuff missing in terms of decoration, and yeah, just a cool touch which is just missing right here. Okay, so if you have designed the part which should be responsible for the teleportation, so once you click on it, then add a click detector, which is responsible for the clicking, and the script is responsible for noticing the clicks and then teleporting the user to the desired map. And do not worry, because, well, this whole thing right here might look pretty awful, but you have to think about that there are still like a lot of things to do. There's still a lot of stuff missing and a lot of maps which we can still make in, well, a few episodes. And then I promise this whole thing will probably look a bit more cooler. So I could, for example, add a Gear 4 Luffy or some other anime characters which are just standing around here. Well, some kind of decoration, some more maps, of course, and then some more trees around the map, the tower shop or summoner right here, and whatsoever. So do not worry about that. There's still a lot of stuff we can do, okay? So this is not going to be final. Alright, so once you have added those things right here, go inside of the script, and then, first of all, refer to the click detector. So we do that by script, and then parent, and then click detector. So script, parent, click detector, then mouse, click, connect, function, and then inside of those brackets, we can receive the player as an argument. So let's do that. So we basically receive the player which has clicked on the click detector. Okay, so we now need to enable, no, we now need to refer to the teleport service. So we define a new variable for that. Teleport service equals game at service, teleport service. And then once this mouse button has been clicked, so teleport service, teleport, and as you can see, we need the place ID, the player as an instance, and if you want to, teleport data and a custom loading screen, but we will not do that. So in order to get the place ID, on my right click, and then copy ID to clipboard, and then you can just place this thing right here. Then as the second argument, just add the player, and that's it. Now if you want to test this whole thing out, I just want to draw attention to something. If you really consider testing this out in Studio. Oh yeah, so let me just quickly get rid of that after this whole testing. So let's say that you're now walking around right here and you want to click on this thing, okay? And then you receive this error. So you're not able to make use of this teleport service while being in Studio. So you actually have to test this out in Roblox, which we will of course do at the end of this video. And yeah, so this is, yeah, I do not like it either, but that's just how it is, guys. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay, now let's get rid of those errors right here. So first of all, sort of this script. Yeah, so we have removed this tower folder right here, which causes a lot of issues now. And let me just see if the script has any relevance. Yeah, so we can actually just get rid of, let's just get rid of this whole thing except for save and those things, okay? Now let's go inside of this monitor script, inside of our GUI. And this thing has a lot of things which have to be removed. So we only want our towers to be represented down here, so we do not want anything else. Therefore, we can get rid of all of this health stuff. We can also get rid of this remote event and the import service. What we can also do is, yeah, we can also get rid of everything from line 20, so where it says mouse button 1 down, 2 all the way down to 74. Then also get rid of this thing. That's it. So this updates towers text down here. As you can see, it works fine. We are not receiving any errors. Okay, so this still looks for... Oh yeah, so this is the wave script. Let's just quickly get rid of that. There we go. So that's the wave script. And there's no use for that in the lobby, therefore we can just delete it. Alright. So this is the game. Now when we try to teleport, we receive this message. So let's just publish everything. Let's exit out of these scripts first of all, then publish everything. And yeah, do the same for this game right here, so publish it as well. And then we can just test it out. But before we test it out, just wanted to mention one other thing. So when I try to help out people in terms of carrying the player's data to multiple places, all of these people had like a big question mark regarding the question and how this thing is possible. So how are you possible to transfer the player's data from one place to another place? And the thing is, guys, so I'm just mentioning this topic because I don't know if you guys are curious about it or something, or if you have experienced any issues with that, but I just wanted to give you a short explanation, especially for those who question. Okay, so instead of this tower script right here, we have made our data store. And a data store is valid throughout the game. Okay, so let me go to this set manager, I think. And as you can see, our main game is called Anime Tower Defense Game. And these are just places of it. Okay, so a game can carry or can contain many other places. And a data store, which is created in one place, is also valid to the other place. So it is not limited to one place. And this also applies to your data. So your data is not limited to one place. You're able to carry the saved data or the saved information about your data from one place to another place. We just basically make use of that. So if you have a data store in one place and want your data to be transferred to the other place, then you basically just place the same data store script instead of the other place, and there we go. Okay, it also depends on what kind of data store you have, but in the most cases, so if you have a data store as I have right here, then it should work, guys. So if you do not have any complex data store methods right here, but I doubt that. So if you would have used a complex data store, then you would have known about this issue and about the context of it and why it does work. But that's to that. Now let's just test this whole thing out. But before we do that, let me just enable this place for you guys so you can test it out as well if you want to. Let me go to permission right here. Let's say, so this place is public now. Let's save this thing, and there's a link to the place inside of the description, so you can either click on the first link, which supports me, but please only click on that link. Do not click on anything else on that website. So there is a lot of advertisement, and if it asks you to download anything or to enable notifications in your browser, then please do not do that. Just click on that link, stay on the website for a maximum of 10 seconds, and then immediately leave. And the second link is a direct link. So if you use the second link, you would directly land on the ROBLOX website, which, yeah, provides you to the place I'm currently editing. So I highly recommend you to check out the second link if you do not want to get in any trouble. But the first link supports me, guys. So if you would click on it and stay on the site for at least 10 seconds, then I would highly appreciate it. Okay. So now we have enabled the place, or we have just made it public. Let me just pause the video at this point, and then we'll see each other in-game again. Alright guys, so there we go. So we are now about to join the game, and there we go, guys. So this is the game as we have left it in studio. Let's go to this wooden part right here and just click on it to get teleported to the noob map. Let's just quickly do that, and there we go. Takes a little, and there we go. So we are getting teleported to the place, and as you can see, I have kept my towers down here. So I still have the same towers, and I'm still able to place them. So there's no issue with that. Can upgrade them, do whatever I want to. Okay, so this is actually it for the video. The next video, I will cover up a little, yeah, something little about this whole lobby system. So you have to imagine that if we are able to join a map, then we also should be able to, yeah, get out of that map. So maybe if you lose your game, then you will get teleported back to the lobby. So that was my intention to recreate in the following episode, but also to, yeah, create some kind of tower shop or tower summoner, depends on the result of the community post I have made. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, then go to my channel, then go to the, I think it must be the community tab, and then you can see my community post I have made there. So I've just basically asked you guys what you prefer to see. So do you want to see a video on a tower summoner or on a tower shop? So I really would love to see your opinion on that. Please vote for something. And yeah, so that's it with the video, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Please like, and if you like, please like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Share this video to all of your friends, and comment something, guys. And do not forget to check out the description. Alright, take care, and see you in the next video.